Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, sampler series V's I've been doing for a little while now. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. I didn't even know this particular chain of gas stations sold sub sandwiches. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there, I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammer on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm wearing grody work clothes. Typically, when I'm inside the truck and I'm wearing grody work clothes, that means that I was on my way home from work and I found some shit to review for you. And yeah, that's basically the case today. I went over there, got off work a while ago, and, need to get some gas, need to get a few things, and if you watch my channel, you already know where this is going. I always like to keep my head on a swivel, see if I can find anything new to review. But I went over there and I stopped off over at a Thornton's, and I've stopped off at this particular Thornton's I don't know how many times. Probably countless. Because, a lot of times I like to stop in there, maybe grab a hot dog or, some bullshit or whatever, and it's a nice little spot. And they have a little fresh, like pre-prepared food section, right? And they got like salads and, they got sandwiches. I reviewed an egg salad sandwich from them a little while ago. But the one thing that I've never seen them have at this particular location is sub sandwiches. That changed today. So what am I reviewing for you folks? What are we doing here? It's boom! It's a sub sandwich. This is from Market Sandwich. It is an Italian-style sub, which consists of spicy ham, Genoa salami, provolone, and pepperoni, with an Italian-style sauce. Ooh. Sure. Apparently it was made effectively more or less today. We're 1 day removed, and apparently it can last for a month. Methinks this might not be the freshest of sandwiches or the most natural, but and then I guess it's from the E.A. Sween Company. I don't know, so I don't know if that's like an internal thing for Thornton's, or I'm guessing it's probably just some shit they bought in. But whatever. Now, what with this being a sub sandwich, folks, I do have to preface it with three things. Number one, for over 2 years now, in fact, probably over 3 years now, I've been going on sub sandwich adventures. What that means is I've been going out to basically every place that sells sub sandwiches, be they chain locations, delis, Walmart, gas stations, what have you. I've been trying out sub sandwiches. I've been reviewing them. I've been posting them to my YouTube channel. Now, I'm such a nice guy, and this is where number two comes into play. I don't just post them to my YouTube channel. I also have a dedicated playlist called Subs for Subs, and that is where those sub sandwich reviews go. The time I'm doing this, folks, I have over 100 sub sandwich reviews in that playlist. But, and this is where number three comes into play, maybe you're greedy, maybe you want even more sub sandwich review and goodness. All you have to do, wait until Sunday. Why? Because Sunday is SUBday. That is the day when I go over there and I post up my sub sandwich reviews. For all the time that I've been doing this particular program, I have not failed to get at least one sub sandwich review on Sunday. But let's open this one up. Let's see what this particular gas station sub sandwich tastes like. Open. 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 It smells like a sandwich, which is good, but okay, so I'm guessing they applied the sauce themselves? Where's the sauce? Is the sauce... Okay, the sauce has been applied. It is inside... They didn't put it on the bread, which does help with the bread not getting soggy, to be fair. But, alright. Usually with prepackaged ones, they don't put the sauce on. They'll give you like a little sauce packet, or they'll give you nothing. It's not the most impressive sandwich, but that's okay. It's not about appearances, folks. It looks like this, and we'll do a little thing. We'll go, ha 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 ha. Let's try out a gas station sub sandwich. I'll say this right now, I've had way worse. For one thing, this has flavor. If you've been watching my sub sandwich reviews long enough, you know, man, I've had some pretty gnarly sub sandwiches over the years. Yeah, you know, that's not bad. It's got a little bit of zing from the pepperoni. It's got a little pep in its step from the spicy ham. Kind of gets you a little bit in the back of the throat. Italian style sauce. I mean, it's nothing to write home about or anything, but like, credit where it's due. It's actually going over there and providing a little extra depth. Not bad. Oh, I got more of the sauce that time. They're definitely trying to go for sort of like a vinaigrette type of thing with the sauce. It's a little bit herby, a little bit vinegary, but for obvious reasons, there's only so much of that they can really apply in this type of format, so you're not really getting like a full push from that flavor. But when you do, it's actually nice. Like, it works well within the context of the Italian sub. That's why Italian subs tend to have a vinaigrette or some kind of sauce to go along with it. It just kind of livens everything up. But like, even the meat, you know, that's not bad. Like, it's not the most meat ever, but like, it's, again, for a fucking, you know, gas station sub, I've had way worse. And the meat to bread ratio is nice also. You know, like, it's not like they didn't just load up with bread. Like, they actually gave you a decent amount proportionally. I gotta be honest, this is way better than I thought it was going to be. I pretty much intended to just write this one off. It's just like, well, what the hell ever. I paid $5 for it, so. But that's actually not bad. I have paid more for worse sub sandwiches than this. Now, that said, is it anything exceptional? No. But I would be willing to say that this is a well above average gas station sub sandwich, and only slightly below average sub sandwich in general. Like, it'd be nicer, obviously, if it had fresher ingredients, if it probably wasn't loaded up with shit that allows it to last for a month. But, like, honestly, for what they managed to pull off, good on them. Good for me. I get to eat a sandwich. That's not bad. That's not bad. Market sandwich did a pretty damn good job. And I know they have other ones too, so I guess I get to look forward to those. Alright, well, 2 questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? Yes, within context. Yes, within context. Here's what I mean. Obviously, this is not going to stand up against any significant level of scrutiny by sub sandwich standards, if we're talking about real sub sandwiches. If we're talking about something you're going to get from a deli, from a proper place, obviously it's not going to hold up. Even if you're going to like chain locations, of which, you know, let's say Subway is probably kind of about the lowest in general. Even Subway is probably a little bit better than this. A little bit. But within context, we're talking about something that I can grab at a gas station at 2 a.m. Typically can't do that with Subway. Might be some late night Subways, but I've never heard of one. Within the context of convenience, yeah, I think I would get this again on occasion. And like, the thing is, you know, the only other places that I could think of would be other gas stations, would be other convenience stores. And like, I would take this over like most of the Subway sandwiches that I've had, or not Subway, excuse me, 7-Eleven sandwiches I've had. I ate too much and talked too fast. But, like, honestly, like, that's something that, I could see going over there. Like, especially if I'm working an overnight shift or something, I could see picking that up and being perfectly happy with it, And if I'm recommending it, like, again, it's the same thing, like, if you're in that right context, where it's a convenience factor and it makes sense for you to do it, I would say do it. Now, that said, if you could drive up the road, an extra couple blocks or whatever and, get a real sub, obviously. But, like, I mean, I'm not going to say it's the best pre-made sub I've had, because I have had some genuinely really good pre-made subs. But it's not too shabby, folks. I'm a relatively happy Brandon Wenzel. But anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of the month, tremendous rest of your year. Folks, go over there and have yourselves a truly Italian sub sandwich-tastic rest of your life, because Italian sub sandwiches are fantastic. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do it all the time, I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back. Try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives. Hopefully, do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, what's your favorite style of sub sandwich? It's a thing that I've occasionally, I've been asked since I started doing these sub sandwich reviews. Occasionally, people will be like, really, sub sandwiches? I'll be like, yeah, sub sandwiches. Casual like that. And people will be like, well, what's your favorite style of sub sandwich? And, and then, of course, we have a little bit of a discourse, and for me personally, I mean, I have certain ones that I like a little bit more than others, but Italian is always a go-to. Roast beef, I love. But I've talked, my one coworker, he's a meatball guy, he likes a meatball sub, and hey, meatball sub is good. Another guy I've talked to, he's like, it's all about pastrami for him. That's all his thing. So I'd be interested to hear what your personal favorites are. But anyway,